Last night's flood likely brought back bad memories for many Central Texans. Massive flooding in our area last fall killed 5 people and left many others homeless. Ever since then, KXAN has continued to press the city of Austin for answers and how leaders plan to better protect you in the next disaster. KXAN investigator Robert Maxwell has been keeping a close eye on the city's emergency response over the last 9 months. He joins us live now with what has changed since then, Rob.
The answer we got today, Shannon, is better communication between first responders and those who have to get the word out, who work for the city and county and the other emergency agencies. Of course, the message last night was all about the fact that the city, including the Waller Bridge and Waller Creek here where I'm standing, were underwater.
October 31st, 2013. The depth and speed of floodwaters in southeast Austin took many people by surprise, homeowners and their rescuers alike. The report that reviewed the emergency response that day made dozens of recommendations. Right in line with those, new Thursday night, 2 Austin Fire Department boat teams were ready, with a third on call. KXAN also confirmed EMS moved a specially outfitted ambulance with a swift water rescue crew downtown. Overnight, 4 calls came in for the Water Rescue Task Force. None, though, involved rescue. This winter, KXAN first told you AFD repositioned boat teams at its fire stations near 2222 and 360 and by Mopac and Bee Caves Road. There are now additional boats located at stations near Parmer and Mopac, I-35 and Airport, near the Travis County Expo Center out east, and another at Manchac and William Cannon. And even more are requested in this year's city budget. Thursday overnight, Austin's flood early warning crew was back at the Emergency Operations Center before midnight, watching high-risk zones like Onion Creek.
It was the type of storm that all of a sudden there's a storm right on top of you quickly.
Local emergency notifications were not used this time, but Kevin Shunk with Watershed Protection says when the rain started dumping on downtown, other lessons learned from October kicked in. Using tweets like these from law enforcement to target hyperlocal flood points in real time. Also new, 911 staff sharing flood locations from callers.
Which was super helpful because water gets into the street, storm drain system can't handle it, and that's really hard to predict, really hard to warn.
And sources at the Austin Fire Department tell us all of the recommendations in that April flood report are being implemented one by one. They say one of the most important is a public education campaign on flood safety that you'll hear about much more in the coming months. For now, we're live downtown. Robert Maxwell, KXAN investigates.
And taking a closer look at the emergency response changes. Last month, we told you how the U.S. Geological Survey was reinforcing the 2 water gauges that washed away in the Onion Creek flood. Flood managers tell us last night they worked perfectly, sending in water height data to the Emergency Operations Center in real time. You can check out our full 9-month investigation into this matter online. There is a link with this story on the homepage of KXAN.com. And we continue to stay on top of the city's emergency response. If you have something you need investigated, email us at report@KXAN.com.